Will the Senate come back to order? Would ask that the Senate come back to order. The chair recognizes the Majority Leader. Majority Leader would like to speak to a resolution. Mr. Secretary, can you please read the resolution?
Senate Resolution 1010 by Senator Dugan of the 30th, a resolution relative to meetings and adjournments of the General Assembly. That completes the order, Mr. President.
Chair recognizes the Majority Leader to speak to the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, I'm going to trade a little credibility for some compassion. We've had varying iterations of the adjournment calendar going back and forth. What I have agreed to, fully understanding that for listening to our Distinguished Rules Chair comments this morning, some of us that still, or some of y'all rather, that still have fathers with us, should take tomorrow to recognize and show appreciation for your fathers. So with that in consideration, what I've asked is us to not be in session tomorrow, and that puts us in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sine die on Friday of next week. I have talked with our counterpart in the House. They have agreed. And so what we have to do is pass this on our side, immediately transmit, and have certainty as to what the rest of this session is going to look like. So with that said, I humbly ask for your yes vote on this Senate Resolution 1010.
Majority Leader has yielded the well. Does any other senator wish to speak for or against the resolution? Chair hears none. Is there objection to agreeing to the report of the committee which is favorable to the adoption of the resolution? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Is there objection to the main question being ordered? Chair hears none. The main question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor will vote yea. Opposed, nay. The Secretary will unlock the machine. Have all senators voted? Have all senators voted? The hallway's clear. Still missing a couple. All right, the hallway's clear. All senators voted. Mr. Secretary, please close the machine. On the adoption of the resolution, the yeas are 44, the nays are 0. The resolution, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore adopted. Chair recognizes the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask unanimous consent to immediately transmit Senate Resolution 1010 to the House.
Majority Leader has moved that the Senate immediately transmit Senate Resolution 1010 to the House. Is there objection? Chair hears none, and it is immediately transmitted to the House. For what purpose does the senator from the 20th rise?
Mr. President, I move that the Senate agree to the House substitute to Senate Bill 188.
Mr. Secretary, please read the caption of Senate Bill 188.
Senate Bill 188 by Senator Walker of the 20th and others, a bill to be entitled an act to amend Code Section 33-7-14 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to reinsurance of risks so as to provide adequate regulation of reinsurers, to provide for the incorporation of the National Association of Insurance Commissioners Reinsurance Model Law into the Georgia Insurance Code and for other purposes.
Chair recognizes the senator from the 20th to speak to his motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, we actually passed Senate Bill 188 back in March of 2019. That seems like eons ago now. It passed unanimously. This is a update to our insurance regulations to allow us to remain in compliance with the National Association of Insurance Commissioners Reinsurance Model Law. We have reciprocal agreements with the other states so that they recognize the rulings of our Georgia Insurance Commissioner, and we recognize the regulations and rulings of their insurance commissioners. In order to stay in compliance and to have that reciprocity with other states, we have to adopt the code from NAIC. We got a little ahead of ourselves last year. The code had not been finalized by NAIC, so the House had to make some changes to SB 188 a few days ago. They've sent it back over to us with those changes. This has to do with credit for reinsurance for insurance companies when they are going through their exams and audits as far as solvency. I ask for your favorable vote on this bill. I'll be happy to try to answer any questions if there are any. If not, I will yield the well.
You have no questions.
Thank you.
Does any other senator wish to speak to the motion? The chair sees none. Is there objection to the previous question being ordered? The chair hears none and the previous question is ordered. The question is on the motion to agree to the House substitute to Senate Bill 188. All those in favor of the motion will vote yea. Opposed, nay. The Secretary will unlock the machine. Have all senators voted? Have all senators voted? We got a thumbs up from the hallway. Thanks. All senators voted. Mr. Secretary, please close the machine. On the motion, the agrees are 45, or the yeas are 45, the nays are 0. The Senate has agreed to the House substitute. All right, we're going to stand at ease just for a couple of minutes. We're waiting for two things. We're going to hope to get the House's conferees on the budget. We're in conversations about that. And then secondly, we're going to wait for them to react quickly on the immediately transmitted adjournment resolution that we just fired over there. So just stay close and stand by until we get those two data points. Thank you. Much work done while we're in this pause mode right here. We are going to, when we go to do adjourn today, we're going to come back, hopefully if the adjournment resolution comes back from the House, at 12 o'clock on Monday. So the reason I say that is if you are a chairman, chairwoman, and you've got a committee meeting that is scheduled for 1 o'clock or somewhere that would compete with that, start working with the secretary now to maybe see if you can start to reschedule those committee meetings. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit later. So just want to give you some heads up if you're chairing a committee to be able to work with that schedule so you don't have to continue to stick around. just not a very reputable deal. Well, there's a crack in the hot tub. Give everybody a quick update. The House has approved the adjournment resolution. We're waiting for the message to come over here, and also they've named the conferees, so just bear with us just for a couple of minutes, and we'll be able to finalize this and move on. Thank you. The Senate will come back to order. The Senate will come back to order. Mr. Secretary, can you please read the message from the House?
The following message was received from the House through Mr. Riley, the clerk thereof. Mr. President, the House insists on its position in disagreeing to the Senate substitute and has appointed a committee of conference to confer with a like committee on the part of the Senate on the following bill of the House, House Bill 793 by Representative Ralston of the 7th and others, a bill to be entitled an act to make and provide appropriations for the state fiscal year beginning July 1, 2020 and ending June 30, 2021. The Speaker has appointed on the part of the House Representatives England of the 116th, Burns of the 159th, and Jones of the 47th. The House has adopted by the requisite constitutional majority the following resolution of the Senate. Senate Resolution 1010 by Senator Dugan of the 30th, a resolution relative to meetings and adjournments of the General Assembly. That completes the order.
Chair recognizes the senator from the 19th.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate adhere to its substitute to House Bill 793 and that a conference be appointed.
Senator from the 19th has moved that the Senate adhere to its position on House Bill 793. Is there objection? The chair hears none. The chair appoints the senators from the 49th, the 30th, and the 19th to be our conference committee. For what purpose does the majority whip rise?
President, I move that the Senate table House Bill 1114.
Mr. Secretary, can you please read the caption of House Bill 1114?
House Bill 1114 by Representative Cooper of the 43rd and others, a bill to be entitled an act to amend Article 7 of Chapter 4 of Title 49 of the Official Code of Georgia annotated relating to medical assistance generally so as to provide for Medicaid coverage for lactation care and services in postpartum care, to provide for submission of a state plan amendment or waiver if necessary.
The Majority Whip has moved that the Senate table House Bill 1114. Is there objection? There is objection. Chair recognizes the... All right, the objection is not debatable. We will go to a roll call vote. All those in favor of the motion to table will vote yea. Opposed, nay. The Secretary will unlock the machine. Chair recognizes the Senator. Why does the purpose of the Senator to the 36th rise?
Parliamentary inquiry.
State
Mr.
your
President.
inquiry.
Isn't it true this is the bill that would extend Medicaid coverage beyond the birth of the child for 3 months to address our terrible statistics about maternal mortality, particularly among African American women?
Are you, is the Senator referring to House Bill 1114 or to an amendment that's been filed?
1114 as it came from committee.
All right, each and every member, I'm certain, can make that determination. Have all senators voted? He's got two? Okay, we'll hold for the two in the hall.
Mr. President,
Chair, for what purpose does the senator from the 26th rise?
parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Can you ask the leader over why he wanted this table? Because the money is in there for a portion of it. I mean,
Senator, I'm
yes,
certain you can have that conversation. Have all senators voted? Mr. Secretary, please close the machine. On the motion to table, the yeas are 25, the nays are 17. The motion has prevailed, and House Bill 1114 is placed on the table. Chair recognizes the Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 12 noon on 22 June 2020.
Mr. Secretary, please read your announcements.
The committee meetings for Monday are going to be shown on the board.
Chair recognizes the senator from the 21st for an announcement.
Thank you, Mr. President. I've got a couple announcements. One, we will have a joint House and Senate Transportation Committee meeting in 506 CLOB on Monday. We were going to have it at 2 o'clock, but since we're coming in at 12, that may change, and I'll keep you posted when I talk to Chairman Tanner, but it is to confirm the planning director and hear our 10-year plan. The other announcement is tomorrow is Father's Day, but it is also my wife's birthday, so I want to wish Chantel a happy birthday. Thank you very much.
Any other senator have an announcement? The Majority Leader has moved that the Senate stand adjourned until Monday, June 22nd, 2020 at 12 p.m. All those in favor of the motion will signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. On the motion, the ayes clearly have it, and the Senate stands adjourned. Happy Father's Day tomorrow.